Hello and welcome to Alternate Image Raid. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video, and this is kind of a follow-up to the Hero's Path video that I talked about a couple days ago, and it cost me a lot more than I actually expected to get the final reward of this Hero's Path event. I did get it. I have not pulled it yet. I'm going to hit that on this video. I'm going to pull that, open that soul also on this video, so you can check that out as well. But I'll talk a little bit about what it cost, what it took me to get this. As somebody who is not currently spending, and while I have spent a little bit, I'm not a whale account. It did take more than I expected. So the first thing I actually want to do is I want to show the shop, and this is kind of just to show I still have the Warrior Circle pack, and my understanding is if I spent, this would disappear. I also additionally have the Heroes Coin Bundle still. I did not buy this. Just in case you guys were curious, I didn't spend any money to get this done. What I did, however, do is spend a bunch of time and energy, and the energy came often in the form of gems. It cost me almost 2,000 gems to do this event, which I did suspect it could be 1 to 2,000, but honestly, I thought it was going to be closer to that one. And what's more is it took so much time. So if we come in here and look at my mystery shards, I end up going through, I think like 400 or 500 of my mystery shards to get the food for this, and then included the additional food that I got from actually running the campaign stages. So hundreds and hundreds of these little champions went into food to get the points for this event for me. Let's just grab this guy right now. We're going to pick this up before this event ends. And I got that perfect or Eternal Soulstone there to get me a epic or legendary 5 or 6 star perfect soul. And it did take me like I said, like 2,000 energy, or not 2,000 energy, 2,000 gems worth of energy, and basically all of my energy for a couple of days to do this. Obviously, I went and did, the majority of my quests. I got these done. I spent the energy on, well, today I haven't actually done much, but I spent the energy on, the stuff to get my quest done. Additionally, I got one of these missions done that required me to do some void dungeons. However, I didn't do any Minotaurs that I was planning on doing to gain masteries. I intended to go through Minotaur's Labyrinth, and I have, of course, gotten my Iron Twins energy spent. But outside of that, everything else and all the rest of my time pretty much over the past couple of days that I've spent on Raid has gone into champion training in order to get the points for this Hero's Path event. So I end up ranking up 3 6 stars, which is about the math that I expected. I have most of enough to do another one, but I already had some resources when I started. And again, the other video will be linked in the description below, so you can kind of see the math of where I came to from this. But a lot of 4 and 5 stars were leveled up, 2 and 3 stars were created, all the way down from these rank 1 champions. It took so much time, and more so, that's really the thing that I took away from this in the amount of time. I eventually actually got RSL Helper working. I don't typically use it, and I did that to send extra champions through food, to let that automate a bit, just to save me clicking on my phone. I usually play this game on my phone. And I didn't do that unattended, didn't run overnight. I was present for the whole thing. I don't know if there's any problem with it, but I don't trust it running on its own, so I don't let it. However, that is something that I did. So now let us show this Eternal Soulstone pull, and this is going to be kind of the highlight. Was all of this worthwhile? Now, the other thing is, no matter what this pulls, I'll be sad if it's nothing I can use, but no matter what, it was worthwhile, because I got a bunch of food leveled through this event, that it didn't matter that I did it all at once, right? And obviously I spent the gems faster than I would have, but I also got a little bit of these small rewards along the way. I got this book, I got these other currencies that'll be used elsewhere. Guaranteed rewards. I will, of course, get a soul that maybe I can't use right now, but I will be able to use. And I did get 3 champions leveled up to 6 star, ready to go, ready to work on my team, ready to make content of in the consideration of one of these champions. And actually, I made 10 to 15 million silver, mostly again through that process as well. So guaranteed rewards happen. A lot of people think of it as wasted rewards if you go after one of these things, but you're getting something through it no matter what. Of course, This pull is going to determine whether or not this was a really good use of my resources and I was able to actually gain value in double dipping, or am I going to pull, something like one of these legendaries that I don't even have, and not necessarily have gotten the double dip in quite the way I want to, particularly given that selling these isn't actually, it's not worth it. I'm going to hold on to these legendary souls until I can actually get those champions. So let's pull this. Let's pull this and see what we get. Epic is sad. That's actually incredibly sad. That's actually like maybe somehow the saddest possible pull I could have possibly pulled. Actually, I'm... that's rough. I would have, like, if I did the cam thing in the pictures, I would have the face palming on the clip for this video, because the only soul that I have at that level already is the same guy, and I only have one of him, and I'm probably only going to use one of him. So this soul is actually going to get turned into just 100 of this currency, which honestly, that's pretty rough. That's actually the worst possible champion in the entire game I could have gotten. It could not have been actually worse than that. So that's something you have to consider, of course, when going into this. A lot of people didn't want to spend the resources because the high chance of getting something bad. Of course, the odds of getting literally the one and only champion that I have of that and already have a higher soul is near astronomical, and that is really unfortunate. That's really frustrating. But, it is what it is. And on the other hand, given the chance to do this again, I would make the same choice, because while I didn't get the double dip, I still did get a bunch of leveled up champs. Like I am prepared now for a little bit more content than I was previously. Of course, my gems are down. So obviously, if you're coming into this, and this is part of what I wanted to mention, is if you have less than 2,000 gems, this might have been hard to do. More importantly, if you say worked consistently during this weekend, didn't have a lot of time to spend sitting at your phone or your computer, this would have been hard for me to get done in this time span if I couldn't have let this run 4 hours while I, played other games or worked on, videos and stuff for this over the weekend. So, yeah, it took a bit. It took more than I expected. It took a lot of hours of the game running to finish this hero's path and end up getting essentially absolutely nothing for my account. Let's grab that one I want to grab. Yeah, let's grab this. Who knows if I'll end up getting a little bit to get those down there. And, let's pull some bonus souls in here, just in hopes that we get something a little more desirable than that guy. I'm actually going to have to... I'll just pay the 200k, because I'm feeling lazy at this exact moment. So we're going to summon one. I don't even use Oboro, and this was still a better soul than the last one. At least it's 4-star epic. I don't use Pestilence either, but that's at least, I think, a unique soul to me. And actually not bad on the epic chances. And then Honor Guard I don't use, but still 2 out of 3 as epics. Pretty good. And I get my extra currency here. So what do you guys think? Do you think I wasted a bunch of hours going after what ends up being the actual most useless soul I possibly could have gotten on my account? Because I would have rather a 5-star of a champion I didn't even have that I could have looked forward to getting later. Or do you think that I made the right choice in going to this, because I did get several additional rank 6 champions leveled up. I got a ton of food process, and I actually ended up making some silver, which out really costing me anything but gems and time. I don't know. Let me know. If you like this video, of course, like. If you really liked it or want to see more like it, feel free to drop a sub. And if you dislike this video, smash that dislike button, as it's still engagement for the channel. This has been an alternate image raid video, and as always, have a great day.